Welcome back to Building Character, where we figure out how to play as your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons & Dragons. Join the Patreon for this sheet and a whole bunch more, and like and subscribe to be closer to your sister next time you play. Maybe. Today we're building Michael Myers, but not the shagadelic version, the sneaking into people's houses and stabbing them a bunch Michael Myers. I guess I can't say for sure whether the actor has done that, but I'm gonna say no. I really hope this video doesn't age poorly. Let's start off with our goals for this build. First, we need to stab things. It's not a hard goal, but you're going to be really good at it. Next, we've got to be sneaky, even though you're like 7 feet tall. That shows you've got skills. Finally, dying is bad, so we're not going to do it, or at least we're going to be very hard to kill. For stats, we're using the standard point array from the player's handbook. Roll for stats if you want, just keep your multi-classing minimums in mind. We're going to be getting a little bit complicated with this one. Constitution first. If you did die, it took a lot to kill you. If you didn't die, you've been stabbed, burned, shot again, shot in both eyes, stabbed, run over, burned, shot a few more times. Look, he doesn't die. Dexterity next, you're a bit more subtle than the other slashers, and you even use a finesse weapon. That's so considerate of you. Strength after that, you're a tall drink of water. That's why one of the movies is called H2O. It's not. It was the 20th anniversary of the first movie, but what's the deal with that pun? Who on the marketing team was like, let's name it after water. People are terrified of water. Follow that up with charisma. You're not great at talking to people, but you're very scary. Michael Myers isn't starring in any comedies anytime soon. Wisdom is a bit low. I'd bet that mask doesn't help your peripheral vision, and we'll dump intelligence. You started murdering real young and then got sent to child jail. Hopefully you didn't peak too early. Michael is a human or pure evil put into human form. Either way, that's a human. You could go with reborn if you want, but I'm of the mind that Michael never dies. He's just really tough. Oh, guess which feat I want? It's the tough feat, giving you 2 extra HP for every level you get. Bump your strength and constitution with your 2 free points, grab investigation for your skill of choice to track down your sister, and grab survival and stealth for your background to help you track down your sister. Look for the Activia. She loves that stuff. We'll kick things off as a Barbarian for 2 skills from the Barbarian list like Athletics and Intimidation. For pretty obvious reasons, you're big and scary. The main reason we're starting here is actually because your first hit die doesn't get rolled. You just automatically get the highest amount, so you'll have 17 HP thanks to a D12 plus 3 from your Constitution and 2 more from Tough. You also get some more treats like Unarmored Defense to make your AC 10 plus your Dexterity and Constitution modifier when you're not wearing armor. A jumpsuit is not armor, neither is a William Shatner mask. Just enjoy this to shrug off hits that would kill the average person. Then test killing the average person with Rage, letting you add extra damage to strength-based attacks, resist bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and have advantage on strength checks and saves for a minute. Remember, if you're using a knife, you don't have to use your dexterity modifier because it's finesse. That's just an option. You can absolutely use your strength with a knife to get the rage bonus. That's gonna matter when we jump over to Rogue right away at level 2. Normally, I recommend starting as a Rogue since they get extra skills, but you don't really need any more. You get another one for free though, maybe Performance to get onto Saturday Night Live. Wait, that's the wrong Michael Myers again, sorry. We're obviously here for Sneak Attack, letting you add a D6 to an attack when you have advantage on the roll or an ally within 5 feet as long as it's a finesse or ranged weapon. Just because it's finesse doesn't mean you have to use dexterity, so you can mix this with rage for knife stabs. You also get expertise, letting you double your proficiency bonus to certain skills. Stealth and intimidation are great places to start, so your jump scares will be even more jumpy. Second level rogues get cunning action, letting you dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. Hiding is probably the most in-character move, though you've got to move quickly to get where you're going. I'd imagine you start running as soon as everyone looks away. Third level rogues can choose a roguish archetype. Assassins don't have to target high-level officials, they can also target babysitters. They probably won't get paid as well though. This will let you assassinate, letting you critically hit on any surprised creature, doubling your 2d6 sneak attack damage, and you'll have advantage on attacks against creatures who haven't acted in initiative yet. You're probably gonna be the one starting combat. It's not really combat though, it's more like you roll one attack and they die. You also get Disguise Kit proficiency to wear a cool mask and Steady Aim to give yourself advantage on an attack as a bonus action as long as you don't move that turn. It's pretty much guaranteed sneak attack as long as someone isn't running away from you. We'll get something for when they run away from you. They're gonna run away from you. Fourth level rogues get ability score improvement. We'll start off with dexterity. Sure, rage works with sneak attack if you're using your strength, but you're only ever killing commoners. I want dexterity since it also boosts your defenses and your sneaking abilities. 5th level rogues get uncanny dodge, letting you reduce the damage of incoming attacks by half as a reaction as long as you can see the source of damage. This isn't resistance like you get from rage. This is extra. So while you're raging, you can cut the damage from a physical attack down to 1/4. You also get 3d6 sneak attack damage or 6d6 when you critically hit. That should smash people like a pumpkin. 6th level rogues get expertise in 2 more skills. Athletics and survival will help you lift unreasonable things and find your targets no matter where they go. There's no no hiding from you. You are the one that hides. 7th level rogues get evasion, letting you take half damage on failed dex saves and no damage on successful ones. Obviously, this is how you survive being burned alive. Fire is almost always a dexterity save. You also get 4d6 sneak attack damage. If only we had a reliable way to get advantage on our attacks. We'll get that next level. Right now, we're hitting 8th level of rogue for an ability score improvement, letting you bump up your dexterity even higher. If you can hide better, you're more likely to start off combat with 8d6 sneak attack damage, or in other words, a fully dead target. We'll jump back over to Barbarian now. 2nd level Barbarians get reckless attacks, letting you give yourself advantage on your weapon attacks while you give your enemies advantage on attacks against you. For Michael, this means giving yourself advantage and an extra 4d6 sneak attack damage to the roll. And for your enemies, it means they have to get through all of your defenses. Advantage ain't gonna matter much. You also get Danger Sense, giving you advantage on dexterity saving throws against traps and spells. Mixing with evasion, you're effectively fireproof. We don't get to multi-class Rogue and Barbarian a lot, but boy howdy, it's a very fun and underrated mix. Rogue works especially well with a specific Barbarian path, Totem Warrior, specifically the Bear Totem, giving you resistance to all damage except Psychic while you're raging. So for fire, that's advantage on the dexterity save. No damage if you pass. Half of half the damage if you fail, and you can even half the damage again with Uncanny Dodge. With everything else, it's just half of damage pairing Uncanny Dodge with resistances. Barbarian Rogues, maybe the best tanks. 4th level Barbarians get another ability score improvement. We'll use it to cap off our dexterity modifier to set our unarmored defense at 18. Do I really think you should make this a player character? No, I think you should make this a boss. You'll get even more boss by jumping over to fighter for a fighting style, like dueling, to add 2 to the damage with a weapon you're holding in one hand. I'm not sure you can hold a knife with 2 hands, there isn't room, especially with your giant strangling hands. You also get Second Wind, letting you heal 1d10 plus your fighter level as a bonus action once per short rest. You can't keep a good man down, and apparently you can't keep a manifestation of pure evil down either. 2nd level fighters get Action Surge, letting you make 2 actions in one turn once per short rest. Normally this is for multiple attacks, but I think you could use it to close the distance with a dash. Some people think Michael can teleport. I don't, I just think he's fast. 3rd level fighters get to choose a martial archetype. Champions are simple but effective, especially with your build thanks to improved critical. This lets you critically hit on a 19 or a 20, and you've got reckless attacks to give yourself advantage to get those more often, as well as extra damage from sneak attack. Your knife is effectively dealing 1d4 plus 4d6 damage already, but this will make it more likely to get the 8d6 you really deserve. 4th level fighters get another ability score improvement. Work on your constitution to never die. Just keep getting rebooted. Your real power is marketability. Obviously, I want extra attack, so we'll jump back to Barbarian since 5th level Barbarians get extra attack at that level for 2 attacks per round instead of 1, but they also get fast movement, adding 10 feet to your movement speed while you're not wearing armor, and the hit die is bigger. It's a much better level than fighter level 5. 6th level Totem Warriors get an aspect of the beast. Bears get to double their carrying capacity and have advantage on checks to lift, push, pull, drag, or break objects. Obviously, we didn't really get to invest in strength, so this will make sure that you can still smash through a wall or shug off a truck when you have to. 7th level Barbarians get Feral Instincts, giving you advantage on initiative rolls, which pairs really well with advantage on attacks against creatures who haven't acted in initiative yet. Seriously, Barbarian Rogue is the peanut butter and chocolate of builds, a wonderful combination that's perfect for Halloween. You also get an instinctive pounce, letting you move half your movement speed forward when you activate your rage to lumber forward with pure hatred. Our capstone is the 8th level of Barbarian, letting you cap off your constitution modifier for 20 AC, an extra 20 HP, since HP scales retroactively as well, should mean that you're ending up around 250 total. Is that good? Well, now that we've hit level 20, let's figure out how viable this build is. First, you have around 250 HP, resist everything but psychic damage for 4 minutes a day, so basically 500 HP, and can take half damage as a reaction from an attack, so more like 1000 HP and 20 AC, so that's not even going to be easy to hit. You've also got guaranteed 4d6 sneak attack damage and plus 14 just from your modifiers with dexterity and duelist on extra attack. Finally, you've got plus 17 to your stealth and get to critically hit when you surprise targets, so you're probably going to have the upper hand to start most fights. For weaknesses, you don't have any magical damage, so you could struggle to kill things tougher than a high school student. You're also probably not using the rage bonus damage since we've invested more in dexterity, but we invested more in bulkiness than stabbiness since you only have to kill commoners. Finally, your soft stats are pretty bad. Magical stuff, especially psychic damage and illusions, could be an issue. Thankfully, I don't think casters are gonna be good at surviving knives to the face. Follow these moves and sneak around. Be careful not to make a sound. Just watch out for any magic users. You might not be up for the season of the witch. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe for more. We make 2 videos every week. Join the Patreon for this character sheet and a whole bunch more, and sub to Tulok and Mango for more Tulok fun.